Hey everybody, it's Major League Hats, and today we are going to talk about Major League Hats Most Wanted Hat at number 9. That was stupid. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. Number 9. Sorry about that, guys. So I told you guys that I was going to be coming out with an official 2019 Major League Hats Most Wanted Hat list. And so far we talked about hat number 10. So today we are going to talk about hat number 9. Coming in at number 9 on Major League Hats Most Wanted Hat list is the Albuquerque Green Chilies. And if you guys have not seen the green chili hat, this thing is freaking awesome. I am going to provide a picture of that hat right here at the corner. Basically, it's a hamburger with green chilies. It's got a black crown, got a green bill. This thing is freaking awesome. I would love to pick up this hat. I kind of like the food hats, so I kind of have picked up a number of the food hats before. And if you guys have been following my channel, you guys will know that the number 1 hat on my list was a Lehigh Valley cheesesteak hat, which I was finally able to obtain thanks to a subscriber, and I was just freaking elated to get the Lehigh Valley cheesesteak hat. So coming in at number 9 is the Albuquerque Green Chili hat. This thing is just freaking awesome. Tell me what you guys think. Have you guys seen this hat? I've only seen this hat on lids. I think they had it on the Albuquerque Isotopes website. I'll have to double check. If that's where it's at, I'll pick it up probably there eventually. I tried to wait till lids kind of gets them in a little bit before I go and purchase it from a team store, because the shipping on a team store hat is kind of ridiculous. It could range either from $5 or to $12 depending on where you're ordering from. And with the full cost of the hat, that extra $5 to $12 really can add up, and basically you're spending like $50 for a hat that you would normally get for like $35, give or take. And you know, as a hat collector, I don't have a huge collection in a sense. I do have about 400 hats, but any way that I could save an extra $10 to $15 on purchasing a hat is a win for me. So coming in at number 9 is the Albuquerque Green Chilies. And let's get on to today's hat review. It's going to be a good one. This one is done by request. And usually I take hat requests if you guys are sponsoring my Patreon page. And if you guys are not sponsoring my Patreon page, feel free to go check it out. But if you guys want to nominate a hat for review, go check on my Patreon page. But you guys don't have to. All you guys got to do, if you guys really enjoy what I do, is join the Rock People Challenge by taking a picture of my videos, putting them on your Instagram, tagging 2 friends, and sending me a message that you did that. And that is the best way you guys can support my channel, is just getting me out there. I'm doing everything that I can to grow my channel. I'm currently at 270 plus subs, so I'd really like to try to get to 300 by the end of February. So I'm about 25 or so away from 300, so I can't do that without you guys. So without further ado, let's get on to today's hat review by request by my guy Professor Hatter, who lives in Chicago. He's probably freezing his ass off because every time he tries to make a video, the freaking video malfunctions, and I think it's a weather related issue. Look, Hatter, when you do a video, make sure you put a freaking sweater on that camera, you put a little beanie on that camera, and you warm that bitch up. Or at least give it a cup of hot chocolate, because your cameras keep messing up. So Hatter, this is for you, buddy. Enjoy. Alright, so let's get on to today's hat review. It's a little bit different. This is by request, as I said. Let's take a look at, BAM! The Chicago Blackhawks. If you guys don't know, which you guys must live under a rock, or you might be part of the Rock People Nation, but the Chicago Blackhawks are an NHL hockey team. I have recently got into hockey hats, so I was recommended to pick up this hat because it is one of the better hockey hats logos out there. So that's what I did. So let's take a look at the hat a little bit before we talk a little bit about the history of the hat. I was given some good information about the hat, and as a person who is not big into hockey, I really appreciate the information that Professor Hatter gave me. But let's take a look. You got a Native American guy on the front. He's got his war paint right there. I like the detail how they got the war paint right there. They have a little paint right there. Got your war paint right there on the cheekbone with the white right there, so it's nicely done. I really like the details. They got the brow right here, the eyes, the eyebrow. The details on the face are really good, so check that out. That is freaking nice. They even actually included a neck, which is a little bit different because sometimes they don't include the necks on their logos or anything. I really love the color and the stitching and the way that they did the headpiece, the feathers. So check that out. That middle feather with the green and the yellow, that's really nicely done. I see a Warriors looking color headpiece right there. I see the Clemson colors with the orange and the white. And then I see a nice, let's call it Mexico colors. You got your green, white, and red colors right there on the headpiece. And right there, you can see his bow tie or his hair tied back, and he's got the headpiece tied up in his hair. And then of course you got your additional headpiece right here in the yellow. So I really like the details that was put into this hat. They look really good. I like the colors. That is really cool. You got a red bill right here. You got the black crown with the black button, black eyelets. On the side though, you do have a white New Era flag. I don't like that. I wish they would have went with a different color. Now on the back, they have the red and white NHL logo. I really wish they would have did this in red and white to match the NHL logo, or if anything, put a red New Era logo. Or this would have been kind of neat if they took the colors from one of the feathers and put that on the side to kind of mix it all together. Maybe like a yellowish could have been kind of cool. But I just kind of feel like they always seem to drop the ball on these New Era flags. They don't seem to match the back of them, and they never generally, to me, seem to match the front of them as well. Underneath, you have a gray bill. Wish they would have continued with the red theme underneath as well. You got a black sweatband, 7 5/8, of course, made out of polyester and made in China. So check that out. So Professor Hatter is a history guy, so he wanted me to share a little bit of information about this hat. So I said, sure, why not? If you're giving it to me, I will gladly take your information and show it on my channel, or talk about it on my channel, because honestly, that is why I started this channel, is because I wanted to share the information of hats. And that is one thing that I had trouble trying to find when I was starting my channel, is I could not find out any real information or a real valid review on a hat. So in this particular case, the information that Professor Hatter provided to me is that the Native American on the front pays homage to a Native American named Blackhawk. He was part of the Sauk Nation, and that's spelled S-A-U-K. Blackhawk fought alongside the British in what was referred to as the Black Hawk War, which took place in 1832, which just so happened to be a war that Abraham Lincoln was in. That's according to Professor Hatter. So, sorry guys if I'm wrong. Got all the information from you, Hatter. Come on, man. I hope you give me some good info. That is really cool. Is that, I don't know if it's cool or anything, you know, that he was fighting against the U.S. alongside the British. But at least we have the history of the guy on the front. So he was a Native American named Blackhawk who fought in the Black Hawk War alongside the British in 1832. He was born in Chicago, Illinois. That is a really cool feature, is that at least for him, Blackhawk, he was born in the area. And so that is kind of cool that they pay homage to him. Now, the collars themselves, about, you know, how I was mentioning how the feather is green and yellow here. You got some Warriors colors, Clemson colors, Mexico colors. There's no real definitive answer on where those colors or the design for the colors came from. The current logo that the Blackhawks are currently using, this one, started in 1989. So they've had this logo for almost about 30 years, depending on the time that it started. This would mark the 30th anniversary of them using this logo. The first year that they started using colors in the logo was in 1942. And the cool part is, if you guys are debating about whether you guys should get this hat, or if you guys really think that this is a cool logo on a hockey hat, this hat slash logo was voted #1 in 2008 for the best logos in hockey. So this is a really good classical iconic logo slash hat for the Chicago area. Now, myself, if you guys have been watching me for a little bit of time, and I mentioned this a long time ago, I'm just going to be honest, guys. I try to be honest with you guys about all my hats. I probably won't wear this one. And the reason why is because I took a class in the last couple years in college. It was called Race and Discrimination, and we went over the significance of sports logos. And I learned a lot about what the big debate about teams using sports logos. And for that reason, I decided that I will never wear an Indian type hat. And yeah, I'll get it because this one, at least with the Blackhawks, doesn't have as much significance as the NFL's Washington football team. I will not ever get that hat. I will never wear that hat. The freaking name of the Washington football team needs to be freaking abolished. They need to change it. They need to rebrand, do something. But I will never wear this hat. Now, the caveat about that one is that there hasn't been really any big debates on this hat and the usage of an Indian figure on it as well. And the same is kind of true for Chief Wahoo of the Cleveland Indians. But the Cleveland Indians are actually taking a different approach. They're actually not going to be using the logo hardly anymore. They still got to use it very minimal so they can keep the licensing right to it. Because if they don't continue to use the logo after a certain amount of time, anybody like myself or you, we could go and get that logo and we can call it ours and we could trademark it and collect all the royalties. So MLB/Cleveland Indians have to continue to use that logo in a small matter of sales. So that's what they're doing. But I just feel like overall, this is a good collectible hat, but I'm just be honest, I will not wear it. I barely wear my Cleveland Indians hat, Chief Wahoo hat, even though I really like that logo. I decided after I took that class that I will no longer wear Indian-based theme type hats anymore. Yes, the shirt that I have has a Chief Wahoo logo for the Cleveland Indians. So I do wear that shirt when I wear that particular hat. But, you know, again, I haven't worn it very much. You know, it's just the way it is. So I would definitely get this hat if you like collecting hats. But for me, myself, it is not my type of hat. I bought it because to add to my NHL collection, I'm trying to get a hat from every team, just like I did for baseball, just like I do for basketball. That way we have something to talk about it. But that's just my honest opinion. I know there's a lot of people that feel different. I know my buddy in Chicago, Professor Hatter, he really likes this hat. He really likes this design. And so, you know, I'm not going to bash anybody for liking what hats they like, but for me personally, it's not for me. So tell me what you guys think about it. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Please don't let's get this into a big debate about blah, blah. You guys have your opinion. I have mine. This is mostly a sports channel, but I am telling you why I will not wear it. And I do it out of respect for my teacher and that class, who she is Native American, and I'm doing it out of respect for her after taking that class, like I said, and learning the information on the significance or the insignificance by sports logos depicted by Native Americans. So I do that for her. So if she's watching, which I know she's not because she's much too busy, but she's seriously, guys, she's a great teacher. So it's the least I could do. I respect her a whole freaking lot, and it's the least I could do. So I will not be wearing this. I like it for the collection, but it's not a win. All right, guys, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed this hat review on the Chicago Blackhawks. If you guys do, please make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. If you want to be a dislike dweeb, which I completely understand, hit that thumbs down. But if you do, can you at least tell me why? Is it because you don't like my opinion? Is it because you believe in something else? But let's not get all too political. At the end of the day, it's hats and sports, and it's just a communication platform here. So you guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and Twitter at MLHats5950. Make sure you join my 2-hat contest. You know, they are just freaking great contests. And all I'm trying to do is promote my channel and grow my channel, and I can't do that without you guys. So make sure you do that because I'd appreciate it a lot. I like trying to give back. The bigger I get, guys, the more I can give back. So this is just a small token of my appreciation to you guys for supporting me, watching me, giving me those views, giving me that watch time hours. We still got a long ways away to go, but I can't do this without you guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is Major League Hats out. Bye, everybody. See ya.